After you'd made your way through the forested path and found that you'd been tracked by a couple of cloaked figures, you were able to confront them and find out that they had been sent on the behest of the Gold Spark to spy and gather intelligence on your group. When presented with a choice of being able to either break this contract that they are under or help them escape this situation they find themselves in, they agree, and you had made your way to the edge of Theod, where Greg imparts the information to you that Greg has eggies that he needed to get back to. And once they're old enough, of course, decides that one of them decides that they want to come out and join you, then they can. But it may be some time.
Ice salamanders for everyone.
Oh no.
Oh my.
Sounds very broken.
Be like a biker gang.
Approaching the edge of the village of Theod, you can hear the soft lilting sounds of music being played from the large main hall. Soft firelight twinkling out through the windows, cascading into the late afternoon, into the valley. You notice that there seems to be a bit of a ruckus or commotion inside the storehouse, just off to the side. What do you do? What is everybody checking on, looking for?
There's people involved in this raucous?
It sounds like skittering sounds, shuffling, things getting kind of like knocked into.
It's like a warehouse.
General clatter. Yeah, it's like a large shed structure. Most villages have them where they'll store like the crates of grain and excess barrels, things of that sort. Kind of a general storehouse.
I guess I'm gonna, this is outside, or this is going on inside, and we can just hear it from outside.
You can just hear it from outside. So
Let's go investigate what the ruckus is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're heading in through the east road. The great hall is on this side of you, and the storehouse is just beyond that. So you can hear the music, and then mixed in with that in the ambience of sounds, you hear.
Do we be sneaky or are we charge in? Someone should ask
I can be sneaky. I got a +2.
I can be
Stealth.
sneaky.
Yeah, you can be sneaky-ish.
Berric puts a hand on each shoulder of the other two figures. He's like, I'm gonna stay right here with them. Make sure they don't go anywhere.
Good job, Berric. Alright, let's sneak.
Let's sneak.
Sneaky neek.
So I'm gonna, like, basically do like a, peek in there type thing.
Okay.
Do you want to be invisible?
I mean, I suppose that makes it easier, doesn't it?
Poof, you're invisible. I'm gonna cast invisibility.
I'm gonna do it
on her.
invisibly.
Yeah. There's not really much in the way of like a window to the storehouse. There's like a small opening, like probably about 15 feet up.
Is there a door?
There is a door
It's shut?
currently.
Oh.
You should throw her on the roof.
What's that?
Toss Paekis on the roof.
Oh, sure, I can throw her up there.
Do you want to go on the roof and go in that way?
Okay. Do you think I can swing it down through the window from the roof?
Sure.
Okay.
You roll an athletics check and you roll acrobatics
As you
as
throw
as Amrix like gives you.
Oh,
how,
yeah.
how are you throwing Paekis?
Like, whoop.
12.
Fantastic.
And I have to throw athletics?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a 22. 16 plus 6.
Ooh.
Amazing. So, how do you launch Paekis? Just a full like.
Like I do like a 1, 2,
Yep.
3. Yup.
Whoopa!
You feel just immediately weightless as you glide effortlessly up to the crest of the roof of the storehouse and land so subtly upon the roof. The small opening is maybe a few feet from you. You can easily do a quick little hop around to kind of perch onto the ledge and look inside.
Yeah, so I'm gonna kind of flip down there and sit with like my legs dangling and look down on what's happening inside the place.
Inside the storehouse, you see it's not illuminated in any way, but it's still daytime, so the light that's coming in through the window gives you enough to see that there's several piles of like crates and barrels. None of them seem to be like tampered with or anything like that, but there are some smaller like satchels and like bounds of rope and some like smaller jars that have been knocked down and scattered along the floor. A couple of them are broken, and you see darting around inside the space these small-ish, they're probably about yay big, kind of like light fur with large moth-like wings, but they look like the bodies of cats. You know, these large, like glossy black eyes. Kind of cute. There's, best you can tell, like maybe 10 or 12 of them flitting around, just knocking into shit.
Okay. I'm still invisible. I'm gonna jump down.
Mm-hmm.
And in front of me, I'm going to lay down some. Do I have jerky? Do we still have jerky?
You probably have like field rations or something. Just like snacks. Road
I
snacks.
do. I think I
General
also have
snacks?
jerky from previous.
Yeah, I'm sure we still have jerky left. We got
So-
a lot of jerky.
I'm gonna lay some jerky in front of me
Just
and see what they do.
Here, get. I'm just kidding.
okay. A couple of them flitter down and kind of like perch near you and start investigating the jerky. And they kind of like fold the wings back, and they start kind of playing tug of war with one of them. They wrestle over it for a moment, and one of them kind of yanks it away and flies back up in, and it has caused the rest of them to realize that snacks are here now, and we want snacks, and they are going to swarm down in front of you and around you because they can't. You're invisible, and yet not one of them impacts you.
Wow.
And they are able to flit around not touching you at all, as if they could see you. And snatch up any scant bits of the jerky that had been torn asunder by the others.
I'm going to hold out a piece of jerky in my hand to the nearest one.
And one of them kind of flies down, snatches it right out of your hand, flies back up, and just kind of like doing little figure 8 circles.
All right, I'm gonna put some in my hand, and I'm gonna, with a hand without any in it, in front of it, I'm gonna walk towards the nearest one.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to touch
There's
it.
one kind of like perched up on top of one of the crates, and you're going to
Like slowly
try
try to nicely offer my hand to maybe to maybe give it some like little chin pat on it.
Okay.
I know.
As you reach forward, it accepts the chin scratches. But while you're giving it scratches, you notice that the paw kind of comes up behind your hand towards the jerky and grabs the jerky and pulls it, and then starts to snack.
Can I pet it while it's snacking?
You can. Seem pretty docile. You two, while you are outside, what are you two doing?
I'd say we're probably just posted up by the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then after like probably 5 or so minutes of like, hey Paekis, you good?
If you guys come in real slow, there's some real cute beads in here. Bring jerky.
I'll relay that to you, Amrix. And
What's that?
There's a cute fluffy things inside.
Okay, I'll go in.
Try to open the door.
As you go to open the door, there is a lady who approaches. Excuse me? Are you looking for something that you lost?
Is there a bathroom in there? Matthew's bathroom.
No.
Oh, baño.
So where'd this lady show up from?
Just kind of like from the where the Great Hall is.
Oh, okay.
Just kind of like just walking up and around. Kind of had noticed there's something going on over at the Storehouse, and wanted to see what's happening.
Well, we heard a ruckus, and so we're wanting to see what the ruckus was.
That would be the Mothcats. They've been here for better part of a couple of months. Don't really cause too much of a problem, other than knocking everything over and trying to eat everything. They're real cute though. We did get Christ, where is he? Pork, where are you, you looseless bag? You see a head pop up from like the hay pile that's next to the storehouse of this just massive head of a very, very furry, bedraggled cat who kind of like does one of those big stretches, just and just kind of walks up to the door as you were opening the door. He's gonna push his way in, curls up, and lays down right in the doorway. The Tressums are supposed to be good hunters, and apparently this one just likes to nap.
So you want the Mothcats gone?
That would be great. People keep them as pets. They're real popular in Glam. I think a couple of them got left here by a patron at some point. Not really sure. They were just everywhere. So luckily we kind of corralled them in here for the most part, but haven't been able to really get rid of them. Appreciate any help you could find in your hearts to give.
I mean, we could capture them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you want to capture them or do you want to kill them?
No, I don't think Paekis is gonna let us kill them.
I'm gonna uninvisible myself and wander out. And I'm going to ask Icafan, is he with us?
He's nearby enough.
I'm gonna then suggest that we should just have Icafan talk to them and ask them if they want to come with us, because we know people who have lots of food and jerky and warm places to sleep in another town, and they could come with us.
You're gonna have a horde of flying Mothcats
Yeah.
following you.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be a crazy Mothcat lady.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I'm not cleaning any boxes.
World spots. Okay.
Do we
So you're
want
gonna
to
have
kill him?
Icafan.
Honest question.
What do you have Icafan say to them? What do you want me to tell them?
Tell
Look, I'm
them-
all for having friends and bringing a bunch of people into our group, but if we're trying to get from here to the next place, traveling light, it's always pretty smart.
Well, they are good hunters, and we wouldn't have to carry them.
True.
I guess we
wonder
could
if-
sell
They
them.
can move on their own, but you're, I don't know, you seem a little feral.
A feral.
So we're gonna try to herd cats from one town to another town. That's probably a good, 2 or 3 days away?
Yeah, probably.
We'd get to spend 2 or 3 days with a bunch of...
You're not gonna give them up, are you?
If I don't have to.
You said there's about 10 of them?
Yeah, give or take.
Okay.
I'll
So-
take care of them. I'll clean up after them. Just until we get to Glam. They're popular there, apparently. Maybe not. Maybe we don't want them.
Got the giant lady standing next to you. And she's like, yeah, they're super popular in Glam. People go nuts for them.
I
Okay.
can see why.
Just, not as many people are able to come here. We're not trying to run a shelter. It's not our thing.
What's your thing?
Rest and relaxation.
Their resort.
You don't have any, cat cafes?
No.
Someone could open up a cat cafe here.
You got a business plan or business ideas, you're welcome to go talk to Madam. She can set you up with those kind of things, but this is my job here. This is my role, is to kind of just maintain the stock for, all of us here.
Maybe there's a brothel here that would want to have kind of a cat-themed brothel, like a cat
Well, I mean,
cafe.
There's no
First
problem.
and foremost, it's the whole town. It's the whole town here is the brothel. We're kind of a self-sustained like micro community, and we all live and work here together. A bunch of different giants, real popular all across Jotunheim. You're clearly not from around here. Just gestures.
So no then
Well,
on the cat cafe.
You look like you get it.
I mean, I have iron bands of binding, but that's only good for 24 hours, so that gets us 24 hours down the
I don't
road.
think we should bind them.
Well, I mean, we could... It's a cage.
We should get some cat carriers and a wagon.
We should first ask them if they would like to, on their own accord, freely.
They're feral. That means they're wild. They're not domesticated. They're not going to be like, yeah, that sounds great. No, they want to just run around and knock shit over.
Well, we haven't even spoken to them, have we?
Well, while you're discussing this, Icafan kind of like gestures to one. You see him start having a conversation. It's like, okay, all right, but like you can't be here because I know it's cozy and there's lots of food, but you can't just stay here because they're not prepared to take care of you. It's
Tell them
you
there's
do your
more
own
food.
thing, and there's a bigger place
Yeah.
with more food and more people. You can really spread out and be more comfortable. And it kind of like flies up, and you can hear almost like this like chittering squeak, this like as they seem to be conversing with themselves. And the other one pops back down and just gives like a nod, saying that they would agree to go to the city of Glam. But not right now. It's getting late. Later in the day, anyways.
Tomorrow.
Like we can leave tomorrow. We can leave in a couple days. It's whatever. When we leave, they'll come with us. They hunt on their own, so we don't have to worry about feeding them, which is great because can't really carry that much. They seem like they could eat a lot.
Yes.
Could you ask them if they would at least get out of the storehouse? They can go and hang near the stable with some of the the other animals. It's perfectly cozy there, and it will help me start to put this place right again. Fan chats. They seem a little more reluctant, but they agree. They will go and spend their remaining time in Fiat, over in the stables.
Crazy moth cat lady.
We're never getting rid of the 10 flying cats.
Yes.
You can only keep one.
We'll see.
No, we won't.
So the storehouse keeper turns to the rest of you, kind of like, thank you for your assistance. This is shockingly easy. I don't know how I didn't think about just, talking to him. But I don't speak Mothcat, so there
Mothcats
is
are
that.
people too.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Name's Everil, by the way. She reaches out a hand and says, okay, hi. Welcome to Fiat. Main hall's there. You can go and talk to the madam about a room. And, I'll chat with the cook and get you some grub.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I gotta clean up this mess.
We need to get you a shirt that says PETMA, People for Ethical Treatment of Magical Animals.
Oh, yeah. Damn it, that's gonna be a good one.
PETMA.
Amazing. That's perfect.
Just have a horde of blink bunnies and cat moths.
Oh,
Mothcats.
perfect.
So then, are we going over to the hall then?
And over to the.
Now that we're done with the ruckus?
Let's get some food.
As you enter,
Oh, can I pause for a second?
yes,
I noticed in our map there's a dead tree that's kind of by the entrance of the Great Hall.
there is.
Does that have any pertinence to history or anything, or would I know, or...
Roll either a nature or a history check. See what it is that you know about.
Nope, I don't know nothing. I got a 6.
It doesn't seem to strike you as anything significant in the way of like the layout of the town or anything. It looks like at better peaks in the warmer season, which relative up here in Jotunheim provides a little bit more shade and windbreak to the front, but in this current state seems it's not as well kept.
Okay.
It's looking a little bit draggled.
Okay.
Tree. Inside the great hall we go. And greeted by the rush of warm air, the smell of so many stewed meats and fresh bread, crackling fires in the hearth places on either side of the kitchen, the sweet floral scent of some kind of wine or spirit, and some cocktail that they have that almost everybody seems to be sipping. You see a number of giants scattered about in different areas on couches, lounging, some of them up at the bar top, a couple of them at a table, and just engaged in conversation. Giants of all kinds are here. You see frost giants and talking with fire giants, and there's half giants and a cloud giant just kind of like hanging out, just like full spread out on the one of the sofas.
So is everything like giant sized in here, like even for me?
It's a little bit bigger for you. It would be like getting like the king bed. Like you have a little more room to kind of like spread out onto. But it has accommodations for people of varying heights.
Okay.
Okay, so where's the door in this?
The
Bottom?
Bottom middle.
Okay.
Yep. And you see that the staircase leads up into the second floor, where it has kind of a surrounded balcony walkway, and that is where the rooms are.
We ain't in Kansas anymore.
You see there's a gentleman playing kind of like a piano, ragtimey saloon vibe. And there's a very, very broad-shouldered giant kind of like right there to greet you in the door. Says, "Hey, how's it going? Welcome to Fiat. May I take your coats?"
I'm gonna hang on to mine, thank you.
I'm like, okay. I'll take
Yeah.
off my
Yeah.
giant fur-lined cloak.
Yeah.
Cold doesn't bother me anyway.
Brings them over to like the coat room off the side there, and it's really more of just a nook.
Do we get a number?
You get a little ticket.
All right, good.
There's no number on it. It's just like a symbol.
That's fine.
But he's got this kind of a short beard, long flowing, like dark gossamer Fabio hair.
I was gonna say
He's
the
handsome.
Fabio giant.
He's very handsome. If you need anything, you can ask Kutar. She will grab you anything that you wish to drink or eat. Please find a seat and be comfortable. Madam will be out to see you shortly.
Okay. And then I'll just ask if they have like a sauna or anything like that, or like a spa, anything.
We do. It's not located here in the hall, but we do have the sauna. Would you like to enjoy the sauna?
Yes, please. After the meal, you guys. It's
Sure.
awesome.
Yes, you can
Never done
discuss all of
this.
that with the madam.
I really just want to throw Berric in there and watch him puff up.
He could use it.
I don't know if I'd like a sauna.
Your scales could do with a little polishing.
All right then,
Nah.
we could go for a good spitz.
This town is about relaxation. Let's relax.
Yeah. I think it's about a lot of other things too, but we won't go there. So, let's find a place to sit down.
Easy enough. It's a table you're able to sidle up onto, and you're greeted with a few stares from some of the patrons, but more just an inquisitive, like, you don't see this very often. Younger looking barmaid comes by. She's got kind of like messy brown hair pulled up into a loose bun, and hi, what can I get for you? Drinks, food.
Drinks, food, couple rooms.
Okay. You talked to Madam about the rooms, but if you want food or drink, you could just maybe tell me what you want instead of being vague. I mean,
We don't know what you have, so what do you have?
Okay. Well, the kitchen's right
town.
there, and the menu is right here. And she kind of like gestures up, and there's like the big hanging chalkboard, and it's a very short list of there's like a stew, there's like an aged meat, almost like a pot roast style dish, roasted vegetables, and like bread and cheese.
And we can read this because we.
It is written in common.
Okay, good.
It's written primarily in Giant, and then you see like a string of common underneath it.
Okay.
Kind of like the
Like a Chinese menu.
yeah.
Thank you. All right.
And if you want something to drink, again, beer, wine, ales, lagers, spirits.
What's this cocktail that we see a lot of people?
This the Elder Rose. It's very good.
It's what?
Elder Rose. Specialty.
All right. I'll take a pot
should
roast.
try.
I'll take the pot roast thing and an elder rose.
Got it.
What are you having?
You two?
What was the
anything?
first thing on the list?
Look, there's a lot of people here.
I can't remember what it was.
We'll take one of everything.
Fabulous. I like you.
And
Great.
a stout and elder roses for the table.
Okay. Starts.
An ale, please.
Great. You're getting one of everything. You can just grab one of the. It doesn't fucking matter.
The annoyed server.
How do we know this is at the Bevix? Just kidding.
Brick. Full set. One of everything. You see the cook just give a little, and just starts grabbing plates, and you hear the commotion going. While you're waiting for your food, she does come by with your drinks, and you're able to enjoy those. And from kind of like the far corner, one of the other giants gets up, and she's very, very tall, incredibly like pale skin, covered in like furs, beautifully embroidered hood and cloak, just piercing eyes that seem to look right into your souls. And she glides over with a soft smile, sits down. Hello. Welcome to my village.
Madam.
I am. Madam Targwynad. You can just call me Madam. Couldn't help but notice that we had some new visitors, so I wanted to come and introduce myself. You've been here before.
I have.
You look shockingly familiar. It's an old friend of mine. Many years ago. Vanessa. Yes. It's very, very similar.
I've never been this far north
Just-
before.
Your hair is just lighter, so it's interesting. So what brings you here?
We are on our way to Glam. And we came from... What was his name? Valcor's?
Oh,
No. Yes.
you were in Tharn.
Yes.
Charming place.
Interesting folks.
It's been said. So, you're headed to Glam then. Clearly you've stopped here for a bit of rest. You're welcome to stay. If you need accommodations, room can be provided. We have a few.
We'd love to take a room.
Fantastic. It's 3 gold each for the night.
Then we get our own room, or are we sharing a room?
You're sharing a room.
Okay.
There's only so many. You may have company.
In our
Probably
room?
not.
What kind of company?
You take a look around. If there's anybody that strikes your interests,
Can I opt out of company?
sure,
Okay, I would like to do that, please.
not a problem. Icafan's just same. I do have a question for you about your business. I noticed you have a great menu. I make mead. I'm in the mead trade, and I noticed that you don't carry any mead, so maybe we can talk about that. In a moment, but sure. If there's anything I can get for you, please don't hesitate to ask. In the meantime, I will let you enjoy your meal.
Thank you.
Thank you, madam.
Very much.
And just out of curiosity, your names are...
Oh, how rude. Sorry about that.
I'm Zath.
I was previously Madam Paekis,
Ah,
Madam Reds.
fellow tradeswoman. Good to meet you.
Likewise.
Amrix.
Darling. Darling. Oh, very shiny. I like that.
Making me blush.
You just turned a lighter shade
Yeah.
of blue.
Well, no, probably a
Darker
purple.
shade of blue. Yeah.
Oh, purple in the cheeks.
Thank you, madam. You're not my type.
Well, that's okay. Everyone's type at some point. but I'm not on the menu. And she gets up and must make the rounds and glides off to go and mingle with some of the other patrons there. Your food arrives and you are able to enjoy really good food for his just simple and rustic, but damn hearty. Also very large portions. Like it's a big bowl and plate of food. So yeah. Been snacking for a while.
So, what do you guys want to do? After we eat.
Well, I wonder if anyone here has also come across any strange creatures
That's a good idea.
from the void.
They seem pretty well protected and like they're not scared at all, which is surprising.
Yeah. Maybe they don't come this way. Maybe they have some certain type of protection, which would be nice to know
Yeah.
how they do that.
I was thinking sauna, personally.
You can go enjoy a sauna.
So as you enjoy your meal and discuss what types of things you would like to do, as you look around, there's like this one very, very brawny fire giant female who's just rounding out, like turning and burning, just fucking next, next, and just crushing people on fucking arm wrestling at one of the tables. Berric's just been
Chomping at
laser-eyed
Yep.
this whole time, and you see him just kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna be right back and just gotta go check something, and sits down and just you've lost him for a moment. At which point Icafan gets up and climbs one of the stools next to the bar by the kitchen and starts chatting up with the cook about
Fire ale.
recipes and meads and all kinds of business-related things. Leaving the three of you and your two new guests hanging at the table.
Oh, I forgot we have Paul and Boren.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
A sauna sounds kind of nice. Yeah, it'd be great. But also just like getting things done would be great. I just feel like there's a invisible thing just kind of like hanging over my head, and it's just at any point in time, just yeah. I'll just be quiet. Sorry.
Like, you guys can come to the sauna. Like, it's okay. I don't know if anybody else actually wants to go but me.
Are you going to be able to handle Boren and Paul?
I think we'll be okay.
think-
I mean,
I think Zath's got it.
huh? Well, no, if you're going to the sauna, right?
Yeah.
That's where I was going to go, but I was asking Paekis, you got these two
I think they're going
chuckleheads?
to the sauna.
Oh, they
You guys
are?
going to the sauna, right?
Boren raises his hand. Paul does nothing. He's just sitting there, just still kind of nursing his wound. I'll go. It sounds great.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we have to pay for our meal, or is it included in the 3 gold night stay? Is it like a package deal?
Yeah, you
or?
definitely have to pay for me.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure, and we have to tip too. I'm sure.
While you're in, you get the sense that while you're in here, your tab is being tracked.
Gotcha.
So-
Okay.
Yeah.
She's got you. She's got an eye on you. She's like, good. Everything tastes all right. Drink's good. Meal's good. Anything else? Fantastic. You two and Boren decide to take a trip to the sauna.
I'm gonna bring Paul along too, just because.
You're just gonna come on.
No offense, Paekis. I don't want anything to happen to Paul.
I don't want to be in charge of him, so
Yeah, so we'll take him.
take him.
Oh god. I'm still a little tender.
Sauna will be good for you.
Yeah, loosen everything up.
Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna trust you.
You kind of have to.
Yep, no choice. When you get to the sauna, it's a decent sized kind of like nook in like one of the quarters. There's like 2 large rounder things. Each one has its own, so you can either join each other or not. It doesn't matter. They just have options. It's not a very large spot, even for the giants. Like the group of you would fit in there, and it's gonna start feeling a little snug. Maybe one giant can fit in there with you. But you settle yourselves in. You keeping your armor on.
I don't want to lose my armor. No, I mean,
Oh no,
I imagine they have
there's
like locker. It's a locker room. I can put stuff away and.
Well, I mean, it's less of a locker room, more just like almost like a dorm room.
Yeah.
Kind of vibe. It's casual, but they have like a cubby wall.
Yeah.
That you can set your stuff in. Yeah. So take a few minutes and just set things. It's been a minute. You're gonna feel the weight lifted off you. Sauna is comfortable. It's a rip-roaring heat in there. A lot of steam. As soon as you crack the door, you see it almost just like billow out. Very herbal, almost like a scented oil or something worked into the water on the stone. Oh, there we go.
Nice.
It's nice. It kind of opens up the sinuses and helps you feel nice and relaxed. Boren and Paul are both kind of like Paul's like slumped halfway on like the side of the bench, and Boren's like, "It's okay, man. Like, we're gonna figure it out. It's gonna be fine." Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. At which point, everyone in the sauna make a wisdom save.
Oh no, I die in a sauna. Oh.
11. No, wait. I never had that wrong. 15.
7.
A few minutes in, you're starting to feel some of that tension release and relax and breathe a little easier and think like, yeah, it's gonna be a pretty sweet place to enjoy a night. Food was good. And you look over and you notice that Paul and Boren are both not moving.
Are they alive?
Oops.
You can check.
Yeah, I checked to see that they're alive.
Yeah. Check. Make a medicine check.
14.
They are dead.
What?
Oh no!
Are you serious?
There's no pulse left. You see, with the 14, you notice that there is a small, almost like an arcane symbol
Yeah.
that has been carved just behind the ear on both of them. And it is almost looks like it's burnt.
Is this because we didn't do the sending zone? Because we were going to after the sauna. That was my idea.
Can I cure wounds?
If they're dead, I don't know revivify or anything, and Beardsgaard saw arm wrestling, so unless we can run them to Berric in a minute, and I can't lift them because my strength is 0. Well, do you know?
I have cure wounds. That's the only thing I have.
If they're
I can lay hands. Cure wounds or lay hands.
lay a hand on them, bump them, see
okay.
if something happens.
So that's my
Like CPR, like doof.
yeah. So I can lay hands. You have a pool of healing power that can restore 25 hit points per long rest. As an action, you can touch a creature to restore any number of hit points remaining in the pool, or 5 hit points to either cure a disease or neutralize a poisoning affecting the creature. I have all 25, so divide it between the two.
I would just give them 1 each, see if it brings them back,
Okay. So
or however you want to do it. That's your choice.
I don't know. What are they going to need to bring them back?
Well, I'm just seeing if your magic works. Do I think this has anything to do with the wisdom check I just made, or no? Or was that more of a? Or
You wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know.
Okay. That's what you get for not bringing the giant cow man, who has clericy shit.
All right, so I lay hand. I give them each 1 hit point to see if that does anything.
Just a real toe tap kind of like defibrillator style.
Yep.
No effect.
All right. Well, I guess we pull them out
I mean,
because I don't want to cook them.
I can carry them to
And
Berric.
I'm gonna message Berric and be like, and
Yeah.
to be like, come to the sauna now. I don't care what you're doing. And same to Paekis.
Okay. So I'm gonna go to the sauna.
And then we're gonna start booking it, I guess. I don't know what spells he has, so
I was gonna say I don't either.
I mean I can text him.
Sure.
Okay.
Go ahead. Ask him what he's got. Ask him if he has it.
Do you ever? I think he does.
And while you wait for that answer, I guess you get the message from Zath.
I'm only like quickly walking. I'm not like, because I don't think that somebody's dead.
Dead spring. You're just like, hey, come here. Like, oh, all right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you ever...
You're sauntering.
And then we're like booking it, like I'm in like my undies,
Yeah.
like running, like straight up, like just a strap and like a loincloth, like ah, and my hair's like
dragging one of them by the foot.
If any way when we're like running, can I like look at the symbol and see if I know what it means or anything?
I'd say within that initial medicine check, we could go ahead and roll an Arcana check to see if it's something that you recognize. See what you know about it.
21.
Okay.
This is you seen things like this before, not this particular symbol, but they are conduits for certain spells to take effect. So you know that there is certain magic that can be imbued into things, and now I guess apparently people that when certain conditions are met, it'll trigger that spell. And it definitely looks like
Did we kill them?
this
We
was
killed them
triggered.
because they went to the sauna. Son of a bitch.
So
You
you're not sure what those conditions would be or what this particular spell was or is, other than it is above your personal abilities.
I couldn't try and dispel it, could I? And then try to. I don't know. It really depends on what Evan says.
With the 21 on your Arcana check, you would know that this isn't something that you can dispel because the spell has already been cast and it has taken effect.
Okay.
It was a kind of thing whereas dispel magic would be to
If it was still active.
if it was still active, like beforehand, maybe, but it still could have been very difficult.
Okay. Well, then it would have told the guy that's doing it too that we dispelled it.
Possible.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Naked half giant running.
Yeah. Just sprinting.
And you're carrying them
And
like
he's-
one under each
he's-
arm?
He's
One on each arm.
shoulder.
And you were also half naked.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
He's got
whoa,
just
whoa.
like the long trousers on, or the short trousers.
Like long johns. You wear long johns.
Yep.
Yeah.
My little
Look, armor can chafe. Okay.
my little dragon toes are.
So can you talk about clomping all the time? No.
So Paekis, as you're just kind of doing your little saunter out of the hall, this is the visage that you're greeted with. Is just
Whoa, 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 whoa!
They're dead.
What?
I don't know. We went to the sauna. It was nice. It was relaxing.
It's been like 5 minutes.
I look over
They're
and they're
dead.
gone. And where's Berric?
Where's Berric?
panic in the snow in the middle of the village of Theod.
Yeah, right there in the.
I'm gonna
In
run
Jotunheim.
into the Great Hall
Yep.
and say, "Are there any clerics here?"
The
I can't. It's sauna, not sundress. Sauna.
does not seem very nice.
Is it only clerics that can do that?
Druids should also be able to cast Revivify. In mind, but I mean,
Some
it's
it's
not
a
the
spell
type
that
of.
some characters can
It's not my type of magic, so I don't know.
Something happened to our friends. We think they're dead. Can anyone help us?
At which point, the very handsome bouncer, Belfium, said, "I will see what I can do." He kind of like strides out up towards the two of you, grabs one of the bodies and kind of like cradles him a little bit, and starts to just give him the full like once over and kind of checks on everything. And it's like, this is beyond me. I could maybe heal someone if they were hurt badly, but to bring them back is something I cannot do. I'm sorry.
Have you seen this before?
I'm gonna point at the mark on the back of his neck.
Yes. Usually frowned upon. Darker circles. And they play by different rules. Whoever did this is not good.
Can we talk to the madam about it? I think that would be a good idea.
Yes. In the meantime, maybe we don't bring dead bodies into the hall. We can bring them over here. And kind of gestures towards like the workshop area. If nobody really goes in there other than the smithy, so it's fine.
Should I carry him over to the wood shop?
Yeah,
The workshop.
it'll
Should probably lay them in the snow outside.
keep them cool.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, because Revivify would have been null by this point anyway.
Give or take a bit. So
Berric just ignores it because he's in the middle
apparently
of a...
Berric is so focused on, he's been stuck in this like back and forth, like full on, like over the top.
They've been arm wrestling for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's just a back and forth, and it's hard to tell which one of them is messing with the other.
He just totally ignores the message. Not even in his peripheral.
Completely.
Not interested.
That's alright.
He didn't really like them in the first place,
No,
which is fair.
he did not.
That feels right.
I go back and get my armor because now I'm a little chilled.
Little feetsies.
Yeah, running around
Brisk.
in the it's just a bit brisk.
Little tootsies.
Yeah.
I forget that I'm actually like half unclothed because I don't
doesn't.
get cold very often.
Once you get the bodies
In the snowbank.
in the snowbank and buried a little, and kind of you put a little marker so that you remember where they are. You head back in, and you see there's definitely a bit more of a hush kind of tone and vibe inside the Great Hall now, after whatever commotion is now being introduced. And the madam comes up and says, did I hear that there was a problem?
Yes.
You could say that.
Can we talk in like a private room?
Follow me upstairs. And brings you upstairs and around the hall to one of the rooms there is very clearly like her room. Like this is where she lives and stays here in the main hall. Brings you in, sits you down. We try not to have a lot of unsettling things happen here. We can be of help, but we're going to need to know everything that you know. So start from the beginning. So you impart to her the quest and all the things about the void.
The spies and the gold spark and how now there's people out to get us because they didn't report in.
You see her kind of move her hands around, and her eyes go like full, almost like pale cloud white for a moment before they return to their normal state. She says, it seems that who or whatever was sending them to watch you was also trying to keep an eye on them. And I think they may have not enjoyed what they saw.
How do you think they saw them?
Do I know what magic that would be?
Yeah.
Yeah. They cast scry on us.
What's that?
I personally can't do it, but basically you can look at people from really far distances, and if you're sneaky enough with it, they don't know it's happening.
So they just saw them hanging out with us?
Yes.
Do they know where we are?
Yes. Well, they know that we were in a sauna with them.
They don't know where.
But they don't know
wouldn't
where
be
it
able to
was.
pinpoint your exact locations. It's a very...
It's not like a
They
local.
just knew that we were together in a sauna.
That's.
So I killed them by taking them to a sauna.
Yeah, that's our bad.
I wonder how our
That-
spies are doing,
that's-
and you're sitting there in your undies with them.
That's just like the worst timing.
And we're just like trying to have a good time.
Yeah,
Relax. Have a pina colada. It's be fine.
it'll be great.
That's not what we signed them up for.
Yeah, we just weekended Birmingham.
Yep.
I'm gonna ask the madam what kind of magic practitioner she is. Once we're done with the whole conversation.
Yeah. I do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You can call me a madam of all trades. I'm a bard, dear.
Okay.
I'm a bard.
Well, it's
I
more.
entertain, delight, dazzle, enchant.
My kind of broad.
But if you step out of line, I will.
Mock you to death.
I've been known to do it.
Don't doubt that.
And to be clear, madam, we didn't do anything. We knew they were spying on us, and we were
Trying to help them, actually.
we were trying to help them, actually.
From what you've told me, I have no reason to believe that you're lying. And if they did, in fact, if they were marked, there's nothing that we could have done without knowing that beforehand. So,
Would there have been...
rest your conscience.
There would have been no way at any point for us to get them out of that contract.
It seems that would have been a very difficult thing to do.
They're kind of growing on me.
Nothing's impossible, but
They didn't deserve that.
it's the unfortunate way of the world.
Zath is very, very upset right now.
Have you guys had any trouble with dealing
Gaul?
with any of these creatures coming from the Ga? Have they been
It's pretty uneventful. We're strategically located in a nice little valley space here, bordered by enough forest that deters most of those things. Every now and again, something can pop through, but Tharn usually deals with the most of it. Pretty easy to see and to get to. It's just right there. It's kind of in your face. I think he's compensating for something, but
stories have been coming through here, I'm assuming?
yeah, here and there. Attacks becoming more and more frequent. There's been a few shipments from Glam that have not made their way here. We've then found wreckage along the road a couple of times. But for the most part, we're able to keep ourselves from the brunt of it. Some of the bigwigs up in the city don't see it as that big of a problem. They're further south than here, so they
Sure. I mean, the
tend to-
underworld is...
don't. If it doesn't affect them, then
It will.
try to tell him. There's only so much we can do, only so much influence one person can have. If you can bend the right ear, then, maybe tilt things in your favor.
Do you know whose ear that would be?
You can always talk to Gling.
Glenn?
Gling.
Glean?
Gling.
He's pretty in the know. He's well connected, highborn, socialite, bit of a douche.
An entitled little prick.
Yeah, they all are.
He's in Glom.
Yeah, he's in the city proper. You'll find him probably in the main court or town square, council chambers, anywhere important where big decisions are being made. He likes to be close.
When you say things might go more easily our way, what do you mean?
Well, if you're trying to get to Salt Steps to close up this gap and tear or whatever it is that,
Yeah.
You need help. The more people you convince, the more help you can get. That just sounds like logic.
I mean, I doubt any of them would come with us. I'm assuming you think maybe they have, muscle that would
Absolutely.
join us?
They
Okay.
command whole units and battalions of guards and fighters and warriors from every crest and hill and mountaintop. Some of the best, strongest, and bravest. You'll find them in Glam.
Gling. You said they're in Glam.
Yeah, we gotta find Gleam and Glom. I don't make it up.
Gling and Glam.
I'm gonna ask that you said I looked familiar to you earlier. Who did I look like?
An old friend of mine, her name was Vanessa. Brilliant mind, absolutely stunning. It's been a long time, so perhaps she's grandmother, great-grandmother.
Oh, I'd be like, I actually don't know who my parents are. I was found on the steps of a mountain.
Well, isn't that interesting?
I don't go around telling everybody that I meet. Hi, I'm an orphan.
No, I mean, quite interesting that you possibly look like someone she knew.
Yeah, that's why I'm curious.
Her daughter was Beardsgaard.
Beardsgaard was the name of her daughter?
Beardsgaard.
Okay.
I've been talking all day. Words are difficult at times.
So Vanessa was the grandma.
Vanessa.
Vanessa.
Vanessa. Her and I founded Theod years ago.
I'm gonna pull out my spell book and be like, does this look familiar? Because this is all I have of my lineage.
She takes the book and starts to inspect it. Doesn't look particularly familiar, but I recognize parts of the handwriting. It looks vaguely familiar.
Is she still alive? Do you know anything?
Vanessa?
Yeah.
No, unfortunately, she passed a long time ago. Back in the 700s or so.
Zath will take back her book and put it back, and gets really somber. He's gone through a lot of emotions today.
Okay.
And be like, if you have anything of, or ask that if you have any stories of her or her daughter, and then just would like to know basically everything about them and like where she's buried or anything like that.
Yes. In fact, I can give you a performance to ease the minds of everybody here and maybe distract them from dead people. As we go back down to the hall, and I can share you the tale of Beardsgaard, Greatheart. And on that note, I think we will end it for tonight. Thanks for watching. We will see you next time. Same guard channel, same guard realm.